Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Oscar Buzz. I'm Trevor, and it is time for some Sundance Film Festival coverage. I'm seeing a lot of things. Not going to be doing reviews for all of them, but going to do reviews for quite a bit of them. I'll do a variety of coverage. I think I've recovered enough, or as much as I ever will, from the Oscar nominations.
Andrea Riseborough.
So it's time to move on to Sundance, time to move on to 2023. And we're starting off here with one of my favorite films, probably my favorite film of the festival, All Dirt Roads, Taste of Salt. So this is a film directed by Raven Jackson in her feature directorial debut, and it is produced by Barry Jenkins. Barry Jenkins has been doing this thing where he's getting developing some young talent. He did that with After Sun, which was my favorite movie of last year, so that immediately skyrocketed this to the top of my anticipated list for this festival, and it lived up to the hype. A24 is backing it. The cast includes Sterling McClure, Sheila Team, Moses Ingram, amongst others. And it's really hard to describe this film. It's told in a nonlinear fashion, and it just throws these flashes of memory, and it just kind of lets those memories and those moments wash over you, and then lets you sit in them, and then it moves on to another point in life. And it's kind of this circle of growing up and coming of age, and very specifically of a place, that place being Mississippi, and how all of these characters, or all these versions of this character, are represented against the backdrop of Mississippi. This is a really dumb and cliche way to describe it, but it's really just a film about life, which does a complete disservice to everything that the film is doing, because it's so much bigger than that. But it's really hard to nail down and comprehend exactly what the film is doing, which I think kind of contributes to the divisive reaction. But it really, really worked for me, just surrendering myself to this film and letting it completely wash over me, and letting myself get enveloped into these memories just absolutely stunned me. To capture these memories, Raven Jackson uses incredibly intimate cinematography, a very floating camera, very deep coloring, and it just digs right into the environment in every moment. And so much of this film is very long takes, whether that be of the environment or of two people embracing or hands touching. It's all about connection with each other and the world around us, and how that changes as we grow up and change. And using the cinematography in such a delicate way is just absolutely beautiful. It reminded me a lot of Terrence Malick's work with Emmanuel Lubezki. And just this breathing lens, I think they referred to it as, where it feels like the camera is part of the characters. If you were to think about a film that is poetry, this would be one of the first ones to come to mind. How it uses water and dirt, and the connection and cohesion of those things to create mud is just really beautiful. And just the themes of water throughout, and the adaptability of water, and how water is constantly changing, and using this almost universal protagonist by telling the story in a non-linear manner, adds just another layer of depth into this film. I completely understand why this is incredibly divisive, and why this isn't for everybody, and it really, honestly and truly, will not be for everybody. But it was so much for me. I desperately want to see this again. I desperately want to see this on a big screen. It is, in my opinion, just such a wonderful contemplation on life, in the past and the future, and this cycle of life, and tying that into water. It just really, really blew me away. I loved this. I'm personally going to give it a 9 out of 10. As far as awards, no. I'm sorry. No. This is not an awards movie. If anything, it's like an Indie Spirit nomination for cinematography. Don't be expecting this to show up everywhere. It's incredibly divisive to begin with. It's experimental. It's slow. Not an Oscars movie, but that's okay. Not everything has to be. This is absolutely fantastic. And if anything that I said sounds interesting to you, seek it out. If nothing that I said sounds interesting to you, if you heard everything of how I just described it and said, don't see it. Don't see it. It won't be for you. It won't. But if this sounds like something you enjoy, please go and support it. Please go and support up and coming independent filmmakers. They need it. Show your love. I love this. Raven Jackson. I will watch whatever you do. Absolutely stunning. You have earned my attention and respect forever. Make more movies, please. Those are my thoughts on All Dirt Road's Taste of Salt. I will have a bunch more reviews coming out of Sundance. But until next time, stay safe, everybody. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.